All right, another video, guys, and this time we've got GameCube games. That's right, the system everybody loves. The little old GameCube that could. Start with a classic game here, Need for Speed Underground 2. Awesome stuff here. People love this game, man. It was pretty wild how much you could deck out your car. You could change the rims and add LED lighting, all this other stuff to it. It's pretty nuts. 1080 Avalanche here. I assume this is a sequel to 1080 Snowboarding, which is a pretty fun game for the N64. So I haven't played this one, but honestly, a lot of these action sports games, like the Tony Hawk games, the snowboarding games, they're good stuff. And how about Legends of Wrestling? These are some old school wrestlers here. Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior. Pretty much everybody you could ever want from the best era of wrestling. Let's be honest. And we got Smuggler's Run for the GameCube. I remember seeing Smuggler's Run all the time at my Blockbuster for PS2. And I never really gave it a shot, though I should have. And how about the GoldenEye games? Very, very fun games that a lot of people didn't give a fair shake, I think. I mean, we all loved GoldenEye 007 for the N64, but the GameCube PS2 ones were awesome. Freedom Fighters here is a really fun third-person shooter. I remember playing this back in the day. You kind of like recruit a squad and you fight off invaders and defend the United States. It's pretty fun stuff. Midway Arcade Treasures. This is when arcade ports were getting pretty good, too. And this one's a great one. It's got Robotron, Smash TV, Defender, Joust, Paperboy. A lot of classic arcade games there. Here's another series that was pretty big. Harry Potter. There's a whole string of Harry Potter games that really started to come out during the GameCube PS2 era. And they were pretty popular. We got some more James Bond games here. Everything or Nothing. Pretty cool stuff. Man, James Bond is just a timeless icon, man. And a whole bunch of other stuff. Nothing too crazy here. There's a Spartan Total Warrior. What is this all about? It was just like some go around and beat the hell out of everybody kind of game, which is absolutely my kind of game. And of course, there were sports games. You got Matt in there. And I'm just going to skip over it for Blitz. Look at this guy. Dude, look at this dude on the cover. He's ready to sack you, bro. That guy's about to blitz through the defensive line. Look at that. Get ready to get blitzed Midway style. I'm going to get blitzed Midway style. God damn. I love reading just reading the back of video game boxes. It's just so funny. This little ATV game has a Godzilla demo on it. Now let's see what else is here about the what is this? Prince of Persia. Another awesome series that, I mean, I guess it got started on DOS, but let's be honest, it really got started on the PS2 era. There's a lot. I think there's a trilogy out for the GameCube PS2. Bionicle. There for everybody who didn't get Legos. Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. I want to see what this is about. I mean, they do a pretty good job of hyping up Shamu here. And as we know, Shamu is a certified killer. So I can only imagine what he unleashes in a video game. Freak style. Look at that guy. Man, I wish we had more insane box art and stuff. Here's 13 for the GameCube. Really fun first-person shooter. And someone was asking me about 13 not too long ago. It's a pretty wild game. Everything made by, I think that's a Suda51 game. I think that's who did it. I could be wrong. But everything by the people who made that game is pretty wild. And yeah, just a bunch of, just cool GameCube games. This is what I liked about gaming in this era. There was so many just interesting games, and they were all pretty decently high quality. A lot of we didn't really have indie games releasing on the GameCube. That wasn't really a thing. We just had big studios putting out a pretty high quality product and taking a shot. Legends of Wrestling 2. There he is. Hulkamaniacs. All you Hulkamaniacs out there, there's our boy. And yeah, GameCube was an awesome system. Like Smashing Drive. This is like a game that you would see on your Steam list right now and just completely ignore, but this stuff used to sit on shelves and people would check them out. People would rent them, people would buy them, and they got a lot of visibility. I think that's what I missed. There's so many games that come out these days. Okay, what's going on with this baseball cover? It's like that cover is like the sum of all fears or something, where their faces are kind of just looking out all melodramatic at you. Oh man. But yeah, I think there's too many games these days, personally. That's what I think. I mean, it is cool to have so much to choose from, but it's like you just scroll through game after game after game. I mean, the GameCube library isn't really that big, comparatively speaking. Here's a sequel to Wave Race. I gotta check this one out, man. I liked Wave Race. I thought it was a really fun game. And I never really played the GameCube sequel, so I might have to check that out one day. Storm warning. Prepare for the wettest, wildest racing game ever to splash onto the GameCube. And of course, dude, you don't get this kind of box advertising anymore in game descriptions. Game descriptions now is like, this is a hack and slash RPG with a thrilling story. Back then it was like, storm warning. There's a badass GameCube game releasing and you better buy it. Look at this. Join the convoy. For a trucking game. Come on, you can't be old school back of the box monologuing that they had going on here. You know, the people who wrote this stuff probably have never touched a controller in their life. Like, whatever, this sells hair dye, so might as well try it for a video game. Oh, hilarious stuff. Dude, even the bad boys got a video game here on the GameCube. What else is going on here? Freestyle Metal X. Dude, look at that cover. That's pretty wild. Well, more ATV, Supercross sort of games there. They're really popular. Those dirt bike racing games and stuff like that. There's another 007 game, Agent Under Fire. And yeah, they were good games, dude. They were really fun. People only really know about N64 GoldenEye, which is a shame, man. It's a shame. Because there's a lot of great James Bond games out there. Hey, what is this, Blowout? I don't know. It looks pretty cool. And the Incredible Hulk game, that was a really fun game. Go around and just beat the hell out of everything. This was just a fun era of video games, honestly. It's easy to see why people think the PS2 GameCube era was the best generation of games. And honestly, they're probably right. I like the PlayStation 1 because it was so experimental. And people were trying to figure out 3D graphics. But a lot of the games are extremely awkward and they only make sense. Okay, what is this? Beach Bandits? Oh, God. This is a Rocket Power game. Okay, never mind. False alarm. Well, here you go. Rocket Power and the Beach Bandits. Totally extreme. There's our boy Twister. Don't ask me how I remember that. All right, another video. Take it easy, guys.